At the American Colony Hotel in Jerusalem, Lamia Lahoud from InfoLife TV speaks to Bassam Abu Sharif, an advisor to late Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. In 1972, the Israeli Mossad sent Mr. Abu Sharif a letter bomb trying to assassinate the ex-PFLP terrorist who turned peacemaker. Bassam, there's lots of trouble right now in the Gaza Strip between Fatah and Hamas, and some people are talking about civil war. What is going to happen and why is it so dangerous?
I don't think civil war will take place. Fatah leadership, especially when Arafat died, acted as if Palestine is their own personal cake and that the Palestinians have nothing to do with it. So far, they cannot swallow the idea that they are no more holding the full cake. And that's why they're creating problems so that the government will look as a failure. And they went as far as, indirectly helping all those who are putting the Palestinians under siege, financially and otherwise, thinking that making it difficult for the government will make Hamas just say, okay, I cannot do it. They're mistaken, of course. Hamas won, and won outstandingly. They're not going to give up this victory for nothing. People realize that what Fatah is doing is a catastrophe, because in the same family you can find people who are members of Hamas, members of Fatah, members of other organizations, brothers, cousins.
What about the security services? They're all Fatah.
No, the security, there is an agreement right now. Everybody is abiding. And this morning I was in contact with Gaza. No armed people on the street. Life is back to normal. That doesn't mean that the tension is over.
The preventive security is from Fatah. Is there a mutiny within the security service against Hamas right now?
Well, it's too early to talk about this. I expect that there will be some, reaction and some disobedience probably.
But what about fighting terror? I mean, one of the main issues for the international community, fighting terror. Hamas has done nothing.
Fighting terror?
Yes, Hamas has done nothing to stop Islamic Jihad, for example.
Hamas is acting very calm, and I know that the instructions to their members and to their military arm are very strict. No action whatsoever. Now, what Hamas is doing, much more than that, and I think there will be much more successful than preventive security or Abu Mazen or the others, because they are now discussing with Jihad Islami, with others, in their own language, that they must give this government a chance. They must stop. And I believe they're going to reach an agreement. Hamas, contrary to some of the stupid Israeli analysis, Hamas can control better and could be a better partner to peace than Fatah.
Why?
Because Hamas is just like Likud. Likud can make peace better than Shimon Peres.
But if Hamas takes money from Iran, Iran would like to keep the situation here
Iran
boiling.
doesn't put conditions on Hamas. Iran's main motive was to tell those who fight for freedom that they will never be left alone, sieged by all the enemies. I'm a secular, pragmatic person. I'm for peace, and I'll work for peace. But instead of boxing Hamas and conspirating against Hamas, I talk to them.
And do you believe that there will be negotiations between Hamas and the government of Israel?
Yes, very soon. If I want to pass a message to Olmert, I would ask him not to be stupid or one-sided in his mind. He should be open-minded. He can reach to an agreement with Hamas, probably faster than others.
But now, with Al-Qaeda and everything that is happening, the whole world right now demands that Hamas denounces terror. Can they do that or can they not do that,
Look,
even if they want?
What is the result if you denounce terrorism or renounce terrorism and then you practice it. You keep renouncing it orally, but practicing it on the ground. What is important is stop it on the ground. Defending oneself is not terrorism. It's self-defense. Fighting occupation is resistance. It's not terrorism. There is a dispute about the definition. We don't accept this term. Terrorism, the real terrorism, is what the Israeli army is carrying since 37 years against the Palestinian people in the West Bank and Gaza.
If you put a bomb on a bus and you know there are only civilians on the bus, that is not defending yourself.
Khalid Mishal told me, you were the first to criticize us publicly. I said, not only criticize you, smash you because of these oppressions. You hurt the Palestinians first. I'm for peace. I was the first to suggest recognition of Israel, renouncement of violence, negotiating with Israel for a peace, a two-state solution. You remember, that was in 1988, June 1988. And took people time to realize what I'm talking about. And then not everybody, majority voted for that. And Arafat took the voting result as stepping board for his initiative for peace. I still believe in peace. But one hand cannot clap. Lamia. Thank you.
Thank you, Bassam.